morning. Today I wanted to share a word with you. It is one of the smallest word in the English vocabulary. It has only two alphabets. One is N and one is O. That is no. This is one of the most difficult words to pronounce from a human perspective when you reach many situations. But if you learn to say that word, it might sound negative first, but it can pull you out of many sticky situations. I was reading in an article and the article goes like this. Saying no is a discipline of the courageous. But like most new things, it will feel odd at first, usually bringing a vague sense of being ill at ease. Very difficult to say. But if you look at the greats of the world history, they have been courageous, and when they had to say no, they have said no. In our practical life also, in our spiritual life also, in our societal life also, where we have to say no, I think that is one word which we have to practice in our life. In the Old Testament, there are many famous characters, and one of the characters is Daniel. Daniel and three youngsters, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, they have been captured by the Babylonian king and they have been brought into the enemy kingdom. They are brilliant young men. So the king of the Babylon wanted to bring them according to his culture. And first what he did was he tried to change their dietary habits or their eating habits. But all the three were very clear that they will not do that. In Daniel 1:8, it goes like this. But Daniel resolved not to defile himself with the royal food and wine. And he asked the chief official for permission not to defile himself in this way. Daniel said no. And the person who was supposed to cater to them, to feed them, was very scared how the king is going to react to the situation. And Daniel and the three youngsters challenge him. You give us some time and see how we are. See, when you come to the 15th verse, it's a time has gone, and it says that at the end of the 10 days, they looked healthier and better nourished than any of the young men who ate the royal food. They were better nourished. In Daniel's 6th chapter, again, a similar situation comes, where Daniel is asked to worship the king, the statue of the king. He said, I cannot do that. I have been worshipping my living God Jehovah, and he is the one whom I am going to worship. Only thing Daniel said is, in the 6th chapter, 10th verse, it goes like this. Now when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs room where the windows opened towards Jerusalem. 3 times a day he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before. The only thing he did was pray and said and decided, Lord, when I want to say no, I will say no. Like this, when you are in areas where you are not supposed to do what you have decided and God has decided, you will have to use these words very courageously. And when you use that word, I'm going to ask you to do that in a very comfortable manner. When you get stressed up to say no, or even when you get tensed up, oh my God, what he is going to think if I am going to say no, your whole activity changes, your style changes, or your face changes. But when you are very comfortable and very soft, I'm sorry, I'm not able to do that. I'm telling you, can get out of many sticky situations. And when the result of that no can be very unimaginably good than you think in the future days to come. As you see, Daniel has been lifted to a very high position. Like that, Joseph said no. Joseph has been lifted up, and you also can be lifted up to big positions. One more verse which I want to share from the New Testament is from the Gospel of Matthew. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus uses a very famous verse here. He says in the 37th verse of the 5th chapter, all you need to simply say yes or no Anything beyond this comes from the evil one, where you have to say yes, yes, no, no. That is something which we have to practice. And one more, just a couple of verses which I want to, a couple of lines from a hymn which I want to read out is from a very old hymn which was supposed to be written in India by a saint in India when he was passing through a difficult time. The world behind me, the cross before me, the world behind me, the cross before me. The world behind me, the cross before me, no turning back, no turning back. He decided not to turn back because he met Jesus and he was walking towards the ultimate goal of Jesus. There were many, many difficulties in his life. The history says his 2 children were killed. He was shot. But this stand made many people come to know the truth about Jesus. And when you take a strong stand and you say no to many things, you will become an able leader. Even after your lifetime, you will be remembered as a leader, and during your lifetime itself, God will lift you up. Let this be a word which we are going to say this week and continue to say that. God bless you. Have a blessed time.